The mechanical princess. Hey, anyway. There you go. There's my nice beginner bow. And welcome to the Buddha Z. I've got a few voices I used to use with my kids. But anyway, maybe this isn't the proper time to be switching voices. Anyway, the point is, welcome to Buddha Z. And today I've got one short poem. It's only one page. So this will be a brief visit between us. In fact, I'm going to keep it brief because I decided I do not want to elaborate. I'm not going to tell the truth of the story, the backstory, the anything story. I'd like for this somehow to be more of a universal, because sometimes I take my story, my situation, my experience, and then in telling that story, I hope that other people will relate to it in their own situational way. They're, different circumstances, different people, different place, different jobs, different genders, who knows? But the point is that the basics of my story that they've experienced might somehow warm them up to be ready for it when it happens to them in their own way. That was it. I'm reaching there. But still, that's true. That's what philosophy's for, is to give you that wisdom that you can apply to a situation and have that ammunition of intelligence and wisdom before it happens, because when things go bad, it's hard to even think straight, because you got the fear and the hormones interfering. Okay. So anyway, where were we? Oh, God, we're taking up a lot of time, aren't we? Aren't I? Anyway, the point being is this is a short poem, and I'd somehow like to make this somehow universal. And I'm not sure I quite accomplished that because my goal in writing this poem was just to kind of portray my personal experience. Maybe I was, in a sense, trying to make it universal, but if with the goal of making it more universal than personal, I wonder if I would change things. It's fun reading to you, and hopefully I want you to like my poetry, but at the same time, if we could look for things that we could improve or that stand out or that annoy us or we think should be memorable or quotable, I don't know, just pay attention. Hopefully there's some different kinds of value here. So this poem is a short one. It's only 3 stanzas. I'm going to look that up. What's a stanza? I think of it as a musical paragraph. Anyway, I may be totally wrong. Here we go. Cows run the farm. Infidelity of a woman ends a marriage. Make it end. Divorce real quick. A dishonest person will always miscarriage, impregnated by forbidden prick. This may be a 18 and older poem. Anyway. The worst family damage will be the children's virtue, taught by the mother they love. She'll teach that lies can be managed if your partners don't know what's true, with secrecy hovering closely above. The children will learn that father should be denied, only given what bovine fear allows. Father's barn of dreams they watch, smolder and burn. Disobeying father's rules they should have applied, the farm is run by the cows. Like I said, I get too much of an emotional connection to this thing. Let me just try to read it a little like an unattached person. Let me try it one more time. I know I can do it a little better. Cows run the farm. Infidelity of a woman ends a marriage. Make it end. Divorce real quick. A dishonest person will always miscarriage, impregnated by forbidden prick. The worst family damage will be the children's virtue, taught by the mother they love. She'll teach that lies can be managed if your partners don't know what's true, with secrecy hovering closely above. The children will learn that father should be denied, only given what bovine fear allows. Father's barn of dreams they watch, smolder and burn. Disobeying father's rules they should have applied, the farm is run by the cows. Okay, let's leave it at that. I don't know how well I did, but I definitely got something out of my system. So what did Buddha explain? Well, Buddha explained how to vent How to transform your disgruntlement into poetry. Well, I guess that's accurate. Okay. See you soon.
A verse, something to make life better, not worse. It's the basics of Buddhism. Buddha's first trick. It's the Four Noble Truths to make enlightenment quick. He figured out, sitting under a tree, that life will never be perfect. It includes some pain and misery. But that's alright, he said. Most of this pain is in your head. Don't give up if you're not dead. What you gotta do is understand that things don't always go as you plan. Toss them out. If they don't make you feel good, those expectations should be understood. Don't just put a bandage on your brain. Figure out the source of the pain. Seek the truth about you and your world. Decide how you fit. Seek that truthful pearl that brings lights to your eyes. Moves the clouds from your skies. Which brings us to truth number 2. Now that pain and suffering has become understood, you realize you know that everything must end. All suffering is temporary. You either die, if it gets worse, or you improve and survive. So you're understood your suffering. You see the end to your pain. Ignorance will lead you astray, but what you've learned and what you know can visualize the end. So noble truth number 1 is accepting that life includes some pain. Noble truth 2 says it won't always rain. And noble truth number 3, we lead you to the cure. If it can stop the pain be dropped, you know this for sure. So now you seek the first cure, the quickest or the best. Instead of just complaining, you are on a quest. Answers that you seek may lead to other knowledge. Seeking the truth in life is our greatest college. Learn from interaction, success, and mistakes. Number 1, you accept the truth. Life can be bad. Number 2, you see that what's bad has an end. Number 3, you decide how this end can be had. So, number 4 is the truth of success and prevention. Live a life that's good. Be as smart as you can. Be a good person, a good wife, a good man. The life you lead is the path you walk and how you talk. Choices are the crossroads of the path around the rock. There's going to be boulders, obstacles in your way. Choose the Four Noble Truths to brighten your day.